Good morning, guys. So I am feeling charged up. I don't even know how else to describe it. I just had a wonderful, wonderful conversation with my brother and sister-in-law over the phone. And y'all, I know I talk about them all the time, but this morning was especially wonderful. So I don't know, a moment of appreciation. Because it's not often that we have people in our lives so we can be 100% vulnerable with, 100% just open, honest. I don't know how to fully and eloquently put that into words, just the way that I feel right now, but I genuinely am grateful for that. And I know I'm the main, and listen, because I'm one of the main people who like to say, oh, you shouldn't put so much worth and value in, human interactions and things of that nature. But I was wrong. I was wrong. And I'm not afraid to admit I'm wrong. And y'all, if you stick around, I'll be wrong a lot. Let me tell you what I'm not wrong about. I'm not wrong about the fact that, you know what? Regardless of what anybody told you, God is real. And listen, he ain't real like how y'all think he is with all this up in the sun, moon, and stars and woe is me and I can't believe my creatures out there bad. Like, no, it's not that type of bullshit game. And then listen, go ahead and cut this shit off right now if you don't want to hear it. Because I'm past that point. Listen, I am so past the point of being concerned with whether or not somebody wants to hear if I'm talking about the Lord. Bitch, I don't care. I don't. I used to have an ex-boyfriend, and he loved. We were so toxic. We were so toxic together. I'm talking about real life. Um, he used to every time he would make me mad, which was often. I said, I don't care, Jamal. I don't care. And he thought that was so cute for some reason. And I hated him for liking it because that was my phrase. And now you making me, I'm trying to be mad at you and now you think it's cute. But anyway, so that's just the type of time I'm on. I don't care. I don't care what nobody else think. I don't care because I ain't here to please nobody else. He's proven that to me. And guess what? They can't please you either. Any satisfaction that we're getting, any real, and that's why I said I didn't really like people. A lot of emphasis on human beings because I know it ain't got nothing to do with them. Not like that. We like to think that we have free will. We like to think that we run in shit, but we're really not. We're so incompetent and impotent that it's not even funny. But you know what? He said he is in a strong delusion, child. But anyway, speaking of children, I don't know if my camera, I'm gonna have to stand up because I feel like it's the light that's blocking it. But let me just stand up and show y'all. I know I've been talking about how I needed more decorations in this second floor landing. This is a area that I was talking about. It's so bare up here. But I wanted to move so you can see it more clearly. Do we see? Do we see? Do we see? So yes, me and the hubby are expecting. And listen, I know, because I told before I took the test, and I'm so happy that I waited, y'all, because I normally with my little SL pregnancies, y'all know that shit don't be lasting. It really was just about me wanting to have a baby, and it never really worked out. Because I don't care how you cut it. If two people aren't in alignment, we don't both want the same things, and that shit is just not gonna work. It might, you can placate each other for a little while, but ultimately, you're not gonna be happy. So, and that goes for virtual worlds too. It doesn't matter. People, it does not matter what type of connection it is, what type of situation it is. It has to be, the reciprocity has to be felt in order for things to be successful. Um, and I feel an urgency to say this because this came from the conversation I had with my sister and brother this morning, except when it comes to the Lord. There is not a certain thing that we can do to uh, praise him enough, to give him enough thanks, to repay him for everything that he's doing and doing for us. Speak of not the devil, but my sister. I'm going to pause it for a second because my phone went. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna say this because she called me to ask me to remind her of something. So I'm gonna put it out here because my memory is awful. That's why a lot of the things that I post, like articles and stuff on Facebook, it's not because I want to share it. It's because I know I'm gonna forget, and I have an intent behind it. I want to remember something. So I have so I'm saying is that coming up, we are going to, and this is so funny because it kind of goes along with. I'm not surprised by it, but it does kind of go along with what I was just saying. Now, I felt like this was correction that needed to happen in real time because I was sitting up here telling y'all, my feelings of humans and all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's kind of cute, huh? I like the sweater part, I think. But anyway, and she called. She was telling me that she's commissioning me to kind of just help out a little bit with a personal gift that she wants to give to her boss at work. She wants to give her it's gonna be a letter, a personal note, just kind of letting her know that she appreciates the fact that she's been helping out and working with her and all that kind of stuff. Cause y'all, it there was a time where I wrote some letters and or not, I don't want to say wrote, but I helped out with some communications with our boss, and it was some shots fired. So I think it's so wonderful to be able to come full circle that now that ain't even how we operate. I see you helping me, and I know that you've worked against me at times. And listen, this is something I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this loud and clear because I saw this somewhere and it pissed me the fuck off. No weapon formed against God's children will prosper. Okay, so if no weapons is prospering, then you might want to check your lineage. Okay, so this is what I mean by that. That does not mean that snakes won't bite. That doesn't mean that you won't have emotions over things. I was very upset yesterday. I called my sister crying yesterday. I asked, I said, do you have time for me to vent? And that's important. And of course, she told me I always have time for you to vent, and that just in that moment was comfort. But I don't want to make it seem like nothing will ever happen, nothing will ever upset you. But because of who you are, that shit ain't gonna bring you down. And that's what I mean when them weapons ain't gonna prosper. So I don't the same way I don't let y'all play with. No, not y'all. Not y'all. The same way I wouldn't idly stand by and let anybody disrespect my physical mother or father, I'm going 10 times harder for my spiritual one. And there's no way possible that I'm ever going to idly sit by and let people, just straight up play him just because they don't know him, just because he didn't introduce himself to them. So I know that was that came out of nowhere, but I really just, my point is with my sister, and I hate to be so jumbled up in my thoughts, but I think by now, if you choose to sit here and listen to this, and you kind of know it's going to be some random rambling, so I vote you. No, I don't. Please keep listening. It's greatly appreciated, but no, I'm just saying that she reminded me that, yeah, everything is God. We all puppets on a string. People say that shit and they don't really mean it. They say it because they heard it somewhere and it sounded cute, but they don't really believe it. But I happen to be one who knows for a fact because I do things I wouldn't have thought I would have done all the time. And I know I don't do things that I know I would have done if not for the fact that I'm yoked differently now. So, with that being said, it is important still to give appreciation to these physical manifestations. Because if you said, thank you, I appreciate you, I love you, at the end of the day, if you really know what's real, you're still giving credit to the Most High anyway. So, it's nothing wrong with letting people know that they did something good for you. It's nothing wrong with that. But I just don't like the fact that we get so caught up in thinking that it's the physical people that really, really make the difference. And then we ignore the true one that's doing it all. So that's really just my message. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. My message for myself and for anybody who will listen is don't get so caught up in playing with the NPCs that you lose sight of what the real object of the game is. And the object of the game is always, always, always to win. And winning does not look like physical success. I can't say that enough. Y'all know some of the times where I had the most money, I was the most miserable. And vice versa. Some of the times when I had the least money, I was happiest. Now listen. This is not to advocate being broke. Because everything that we enjoy in this physical life, for the most part, does involve some exchange of funds. I'm not telling people don't make money, don't have things, don't take care of your kids. You gotta do all that. You'd be a piss poor, human being if you had the opportunity and you choose not to, you know, be a valuable asset to society. But what I am saying is please, please, please understand and know for a surety that you could have $1 billion and be miserable, or you could have a account with a negative 2 billion and be the happiest one on the planet. So it's not about your finances. It ain't even about your romance, because you can. I don't care who knows it. Yes, I do have a wonderful husband. Fuck whoever feel otherwise. He gives me consistency. He gives me loyalty. He gives me passion. He gives me honesty. He gives me gentleness and kindness, and he listens to me. All of these things that make him you want. And listen, he's not even doing it because he's trying to get nothing. He already got it. I almost said something. It's nothing that he wants from me that he is not capable of having from me. So it's not that he does these things because he's trying to achieve a certain goal. It's who he is, and it's how we connect. So that's all wonderful and beautiful. And I don't even know why I said that. He has that effect on me. I don't even know why I said those things, but they were true nevertheless. But I guess my point is, if I have to bring it back around, is all of those things are wonderful and marvelous and great, and they are reflections of the true love. The true love that is God. But those things alone will never be enough to, is it satiate? I don't know. I'll just say satisfy because I might be making up a word just then. To satisfy the soul. Never. Never. So as long as all we see is physical stuff and, obtaining physical things on this planet, people probably think, oh, bitch, what else we supposed to get? We physical beings. Well, you might limit yourself that way. But I know I'm an eternal. So at the end of the day, those things will never satisfy the soul truly. So I would, if I could leave myself and anybody else who would listen with anything today, I would say seek ye first the kingdom. All that shit, all that rest of that shit, that stuff comes. That's one lesson that I learned, and I will bring my husband up again. A lesson that I learned in love, and y'all know I love love. I am a hopeless romantic. Okay, I've been that way. But it took for me to be okay with not having that. Not only okay with it but to be happy, but to be satisfied and to recognize it in all its other forms before I was granted the opportunity to experience it in this life. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm not the only one, and I know that that's not a haphazard thing. So I just want to admonish anybody. Listen, it's nothing that you really want or anything, even if you get everything that you want. And I told y'all this before. I don't brag about it because I know I had nothing to do with it. But I can say that in my entire life, I've probably gotten everything that I wanted. And the things that I didn't get, shortly after I realized that I wasn't going to get them, I realized I didn't even really, I didn't even really want them anyway. So that's why I could stand here and say that. And that has made me know more than anything that none of that shit matters. None of it matters. Because when you stare down a barrel of a gun, a deadly disease, or anything else that you might be going through, you'll see in that second that all the shit you thought you had, all the shit you thought you wanted, can't help you. So I would say that while we are here, let's try to focus more on investing in something that really can give us some sort of return on it. You know what I'm talking about? All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Just know that I am going to be 100% dramatic and over the top with this pregnancy. So be prepared for belly shots and all kind of things that go along with it. I think I'm going to get I was debating. I thought I was going to do the Zuby body. And I don't know. I'm still torn. But I am leaning more toward the, what's that thing? Hands-on maternity, I think that's what it's called. Something like that. But those people that have that HUD, that pregnancy HUD, I think I might go with that because I don't really want a new body. You get a new body, you gotta get new clothes and all of that, and I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Take care.